Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time since last time we did the CA dialogue.
It is.
I think it was like months ago. So, what are you gonna do today?
10 questions about marriage.
So I will have 10 questions that I will ask Connor and then...
And I will have 10 questions to ask Akiko.
Okay.
We probably will have some that kind of crossover because we both did this separately.
Yeah.
So we'll see if we're on the same page now.
So like I asked Connor to make 10 questions and then I also have my 10 questions, so I don't know what he's gonna ask.
Yeah. Ready?
Okay, who's gonna start?
You start.
Alright. Ready?
Inshallah.
I'm kind of like nervous. Okay. My first question. What is your pet name for me after marriage?
The one that we tell people or the one that we don't tell people?
Well, the one that you plan to call me after marriage. Are you just going to call me Akiko or you just standard babe?
I think it'll be, depending on the situation, it'll be like Habibi or it'll be Singakachil. Yeah.
So Singakachil is Indonesian word for a little lion.
Yeah. What physical traits of mine do you hope our kids inherit?
Your height. My
height.
Definitely.
That's such a... Okay.
No, I still have some more. Your eyebrows.
My...
Because I love your eye. Like the way it's shaped. Like I like your, like its shapes. Like, oh, and your magical eyes.
Magical eyes.
Because your eyes changing color.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Do you have any plan to move outside of Ireland after marriage?
We'll go where the wind blows us, really. I'd like to definitely travel a bit, but
yeah, but
not really.
Travel is different with move out.
Oh, move out.
Like move out,
like,
live in another country.
Maybe like when we're married, we can discuss like if we want to like move to Dubai for like a year or two, or if we want to move to a different country like Germany or something like that for a year or two, make some money, come back to Ireland.
You can make money in Ireland.
Ireland's a bit expensive at the moment, so we'll kind of. I don't know. I'd say like maybe it's an option, maybe, but we'd have to like do the research into it. But like I know that you love Ireland, so I'm kind of like, nah.
Okay.
Does that answer your question?
Okay, no, I know. I have to prepare my mental then, because once we got married, I have to say yes if you want to move.
Really?
Technically, I mean you. Well, you will take my opinion into consideration as well. But
yeah,
if there is, I mean that if there is, I don't know. Well, it's gonna be a big move. It's not only because I love Ireland, but I want to kind of like settle down.
I know.
Settle down. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the point of us getting married. Yeah. To settle down.
In a country.
In a country.
In a country.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, how do you think our relationship will change when we're married? Or will it at all?
Relationship in terms of what? In terms of like the way I feel to you, I doubt it. The way how kind of like bring our relationship, like talk or communication and everything, maybe, because like change is inevitable. At some point we will find change. We cannot kind of like try to keep everything the same or static, and I don't want it to. I want some dynamic and then some change, but probably what I can imagine is you will see me get mad or upset over some little thing. For example, if you don't take your dirty plate to the sink, if you leave wet towels on the bed or something like that, you know, or like for example when we have children, for example, like I ask you to collect the child from school, say 12 or 1 o'clock, depend on what time they finish, and then you forgot, I probably will get upset. It's more like something like that.
For sure, I'd be upset by that now as well. I don't think I'd just strand our kids at school. I think I'd have a bit more decency.
But like I think I will be more expressive probably in terms of.
Okay. Not really what I was getting at. It was kind of more like the dynamic. How do you think it'll change between like us kind of coming to resolutions and stuff like that?
I think we will tolerate more things if we don't see each other quite often because of job, but kind of like we will change priority as well. For example, now like we probably kind of like prioritize each other, but after marriage, especially when we have children, we will change priority and instead of spending money for our clothes or shopping or something like that, we will take the child first. It's more something like that maybe, and then it's not platonic, but like I think in marriage, spark is kind of like it's not kind of like we have to maintain the spark.
Yeah,
but
I
like,
think it's in Islam is you don't get married just for love. You get married for the sake of Allah.
See, that's why I'm saying like even kind of it's kind of like a commitment, and then to maintain, for example, I don't know how long we're gonna live in this world, but say 50 years ahead, we spend like time with each other for 50 years.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a time that when I feel kind of like bored or we just kind of like flat or something, but I will stay with you and you will stay with me, and then kind of like, you know.
Yeah, what you're on about is just
something
kind of
like
like the challenges of just marriage in general, just the ups and the downs. There's going to be that regardless of how great we are now. You know, we're definitely going to have ups and downs.
And maybe we will, because then we'll live in the same house.
Mm.
We
kind of
probably
be on the
will
same
kind
page
of
a
like
little
on the
bit
same
more.
page a little bit more, and we probably will clash more often.
Probably.
How much do you trust me to manage our finance?
1000%. Completely. I am untrustable. Like I just like I'll get the money and it's already gone. I don't know where it goes. Like he goes like, oh, do you have money? No, I don't know where it is. It's gone. So now it's just I'm gonna leave you in charge of it all.
So you trust me?
100%, 1000%.
So my money is my money.
Oh yeah.
And your money is my money.
My money is your money.
You don't have money.
The government's money is your money. Everything that comes into this house money-wise is your money. What's our top priority after marriage? And you already kind of answered it.
House!
Yeah.
Renting an apartment or a house in Ireland is so much more expensive than buying a house.
Yeah. It's just dead
But,
money, really. Because
yeah.
if you're renting, it's not going anywhere.
Yeah,
If
but-
you're mortgaging, you're
Yeah,
paying
so
for
like
what's
we
happening.
will have to have the 10% down payment.
Yeah.
So like after marriage, our focus has to kind of like build up saving for down payment, so we can have our own house, and then we don't have to rent a house or an apartment.
Okay. Sounds good.
My questions. Speak honestly. How many children would you like to raise?
Honestly, I'd be happy with 3 to 4, but obviously it all depends on how many children you want to have, because I'm not the one that has to carry it. You have to carry it. You could turn around after one and be like, never again. Stay the fuck away from me. So, I don't know. I'd like honestly to have like between like 3 and 4, because I grew up.
3.5.
A half? What's a half?
A cat.
A cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Let's pretend that the cat's not going to be 100% a child for you.
Yeah.
I think yeah, sure. We'll go with half in heavily inverted commas. Yeah, we'll see. I'm kind of more than 2. I'm happy. I don't want just 1 because I don't want to have like only child syndrome and any of that issues.
Okay. Your question.
How soon do you want kids after marriage?
I think we talked about this before, but speak honestly, I don't want to wait. But it really depends on our love. If he kind of like entrusts us with child straight away after marriage, I will be grateful. If not, I will be still grateful. So we have a lot more time for the 2 of us before the child. So yeah, how soon is as soon as possible.
Okay.
Okay.
Your turn.
Will you love me the same if I cannot have a child?
Oh yeah, 100%. If we're not blessed with a child, so be it. Like,
Okay.
clearly there's a reason, but there's always other options. Like if we really want a child, after you kind of get over that aspect, because it's not going to happen straight away, where you're going to be like, oh, we'll just move on and go one of the other routes. You're definitely going to need time to recover, because it could be the other way around. I could just not be able to have children. You never know. If that's the way it is, that's the way it is. And if you want to have no children after that and not pursue any other path, that's okay. I'll still love you the same. But if you decide you want to adopt, that's still okay.
Okay.
And if you want to just be a pet lover and have 1,000 cats,
Like
okay.
a lady cat.
Yeah, an old cat lady.
A
Okay,
cat lady.
I'll still love you the same. How do you think the family dynamic between you and your family and you and my family will change?
I already live away from my family since I was 18.
Yeah.
And then I already moved to Ireland years ago, and then being far from my family. In terms of my family dynamic, like up until now, like me and my family, my parents and my sisters and my granddad, we have really good relationship because we maintain the video call and then the talk and then the chat. So it feels like, yes, we don't see each other in physical kind of thing, but we maintain the connection. Because that's different. You can see someone every day, but you don't have the connection. So after marriage, definitely it's gonna be, especially after children, if you have children, it's gonna be a bit difficult to travel back down to Indonesia. But I want to maintain at least once a year going home to Indonesia and then spend time with my family. Or if we cannot go to Indonesia, we invite them to come to Ireland. So minimum, I want to see them in person once a year. And in terms of with your family, because like your family is here, and then I have really good relationship with your mother and then your brothers and your sister as well. So I don't see it's gonna change. It's just going to make me even probably closer to them, because then I will need your mom in guidance for when I got pregnant, and then we have
when you're completely clueless and you're calling your mom on one phone.
And then for example, like you or I have business trip and then we have to leave town, and then we cannot leave the child at home, so we probably call your brothers or your sister and then to come, or to send the child to them, something like that. And it's gonna be more a big family for me then.
Okay.
What will make you really upset for when we got married?
What will make me really upset when we get married? If you weren't at the mosque, that would make me really upset. So I'd be like, what the hell are you? If you're late, I'll lose my mind and be like, one day, 3 months in advance, you've had notice. Don't be late.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be kind of it. But other than that, kind of fairly chill about it, you know. Okay. Again, already kind of touched on. What's your preference on pets?
Cats.
Okay. What are your thoughts on dogs?
We can't have dogs in Islam. We're not supposed to. It's debatable, but I don't know. Like to be honest, I don't like the smell of their hair everywhere.
Okay. Yeah. So she's a big no to that then.
I know you have
some. I'm a dog person, but like I like cats. Well, I'm not really a dog person. I'm an animal person. It's just cats don't like me. So.
Well, who knows then? Our cat later will like you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold out hope for that, but
okay.
Maybe.
Will you make me cook lunch, dinner, breakfast, whatever for you?
I won't make you do anything for me. I'll make you do pray and be like, oh, go pray. The whole time. But that'd be about it. I'm not going to make you do anything. I'm going to essentially let you live your life the way you want to live it. I'm not going to control you. Like.
So if I don't want to cook?
Then I will cook.
Okay.
Believe it or not, I can look after myself. It is 2022. Men are capable of cooking for themselves, cleaning themselves, and doing their own washing. Okay. And ironing. I'm well able for it all, believe it or not. My mother has me well trained.
I know, I believe you.
Yeah. So no, it doesn't bother me.
Okay.
Don't want to cook, don't cook.
Next question.
Where do you want to settle down? And that's very simply Ireland. But let's go a little bit more specific. Where exactly in Ireland do you want to settle down?
If we have enough money to buy a house in Wicklow, okay. I would live in Wicklow. But Wicklow is expensive.
Wicklow is very expensive.
See, I love Wicklow because it's mountain area. But it's like Wicklow has this beautiful lake. You can call it Guinness Lake or Glendalough or whatsoever. But Wicklow is, oh god, it's just kind of like satisfying. I don't know. Okay. So I wanna kind of, hopefully, inshallah, if we have enough money to buy a house in Wicklow, I want to live in Wicklow. But if not, I will be happy around Kildare.
Okay.
Oh,
all the most expensive areas, you know, just no price tag. She just doesn't see it. She just sees, oh, I like that.
No, but Kildare is a little bit cheaper than Wicklow.
Okay.
Will you ever ask me to choose between family and career, and if yes, in what kind of situation?
If I'd only ask that question if it was getting to the point where you were gone all day and half the night, I'd be like, which is more important, being home with your family at least, what, like the opposite, it's normally like working 8 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
If you're working overtime, for example, every single day, 24/7, 7 days a week, I'm going to have a slight issue with it, because they'd be like, your family also needs you, you know? Yeah, money is a thing that we need, but like it's not the priority.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's the only thing, is if you were kind of like every weekend you were off doing something, or you were never kind of available. Like there's definitely meant to be like family time, you know, like especially when we have a child. I wouldn't like you being gone 24/7. Like yeah,
Well,
I want
to be
you to
honest,
still
yeah,
go off with your friends, have a nice time and stuff like that. But I would want you to also kind of like make some time for family.
Okay. Well, that's fair enough. That's understandable. You have valid reason.
Yeah, but I definitely do
don't
want you to drive on your career and kind of definitely, you know, do what you want to do and do your PhD and all that type of stuff. Definitely want you to do all that and drive it on.
Thank you.
You know.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm not going to stop you from any rush.
Next question.
What's one thing on our wedding day that you are praying that I don't do?
To be honest,
Yeah.
I don't have any.
Really?
Because I know that you will behave. I mean that you quit drinking.
Yeah.
So you won't drink.
No.
So you won't get drunk. And you
No.
won't do silly thing. So that's
So
perfect.
there's nothing I could possibly do on our wedding day.
Definitely not screaming, telling people that, I'm married. This is going to be
Oh,
everywhere.
you don't want me to make a holy show of you.
No.
Okay. But aren't you meant to announce it to the world that you're married?
You can put it on social media. Then the whole world knows.
Okay.
Okay. What if, what if
What is?
one day when you are climbing your career as a successful banker and there's a big chance you go up to the top level management position in one of the biggest bank in Ireland,
Okay.
but at the same time I got offered to do PhD, say Switzerland, how would you respond to such situation? And that's kind of like the position that I really want. I don't know if you guys know, but I really want to do my PhD in ETH Zurich. And I know it's hard to get there, so like this kind of like the situation that, imagine.
What if I got to the position I want and you got your job, the position you want at the same time in a different country? Like your PhD?
Yeah.
Suppose we'd be going to Switzerland, you know.
That's gonna be a good idea actually, you know why?
Why?
Because Swiss is
Oh, get into
famous in
Swiss bank.
bank.
Yeah, get into Swiss bank. Yeah, no, it's okay. I see, I'm not gonna. I'm working, like, the reason I'm working in the jobs I'm working in, it's not because, like, oh, I'm obsessed with the jobs and they're like my dream jobs. No, I don't care. My dream is to have a family. I don't care about the job aspect of it. I do the job as a day to day, you know, to make the money that we need.
So in a short word, it's not about kind of like the job actually that I want to ask. You will prioritize my option.
I'll prioritize your needs and wants over a promising
Hold on.
career.
Hold on, guys. What is this?
Eyelash.
No, it's a puff.
A fluff.
A fluff.
A puff.
A fluff.
Was that your 10th question?
No, I still have one last.
For our first anniversary, what would you love to do?
First anniversary. Going on a fancy second honeymoon to Maldives.
Maldives. Okay. I'll bear that in mind. This is how it's done, guys. You ask her in one of these type of Q&A things, and you get everything you need to know.
Okay, my last questions.
Okay.
Will you allow me to have Jammy's day where I don't cook, don't clean, don't babysit our children, and just relax and do what I want to
Will you allow me to have one of those?
do? Yeah.
Then yeah. Is yours every day and mine's one day of the week?
Probably mine is 3 times a week and then yours
I get
is
once. It's okay. Yeah, of course I'll let you have the jammy day where you just kind of relax and de-stress and decompress. I'm not going to force you to do it. Obviously, like, depending on the day you pick, if it's a day that we actually have stuff that we've planned to do, I'm going to be like, yeah, no, it's not today. You can have it tomorrow, or the next off day we have.
Okay.
You get me? But yeah, of course I'll let you have a decompressed day.
Okay. That's all my 10 questions. Your last one.
My last question is...
No, you have to...
Oh, I know it all.
Okay.
So, after doing all the planning and the preparation that we've done, knowing everything you know now, would you have done anything differently?
Go to the registry office sooner.
Yeah, I did the same thing, yeah. I think that's the one thing that was really kind of a big hurdle, was we had to wait so long because we didn't know if we were going to get an actual registry appointment until October, but thankfully, we got one in like June, so we were very lucky. But I think that's the one thing I wish I knew about sooner, which is you had to call like ages in advance. Like, a lot of people must have known they were getting married before they're getting married, otherwise they're waiting ages.
I know, just like, because we didn't know how's the kind of like process going on here.
Yeah.
Like we thought that we just called the registry office and said, yeah, come tomorrow, but no.
Yeah.
We don't have a free appointment until October. What? And we called in April.
Yeah, we called in April, and it was October, August, and end of July maybe, and then we got one, thankfully, in June, which was very lucky.
Yeah. Okay. That's 10 questions from me and from Connor. Hope you guys enjoy it, and it's our preferences. Every couple has different opinion.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, write in the comments if you want to know anything else. What questions we should have asked if we didn't think of them.
And see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye.